Hey, we're back looking at another Arena Power Cube. I started this one a little bit late, this draft late. Looking at the first few picks, Mana Crypt, Gut, and Elegant Parlor. It's a good primer for a strong Boros deck, and we're hovering over Ocelot Pride, so definitely a really good first four picks for a good aggressive Boros deck, which is what we've been liking to play in this Power Cube. I didn't record audio on the first run around, so I'm going to go back and just kind of provide some audio commentary over the games. Felia, very, very good pick. On the wheel, we'd like to see Chain Lightning or Scalding Tarn. Scalding Tarn probably won't wheel. That's a very sought after card in this archetype. Oust would be good, although it does enable the opponent to gain some life. Cosmic Grand Zenith, that's a really good card. I really haven't shown it a lot of love. I don't like drafting it too early because you're not guaranteed to get those zero drop or one drop cards that enable you to double spell. So I just take Winds of Abandonment, just a nice clean removal. Exile, notably, although they do get a land, it's oftentimes worth it to take away the opponent's biggest creature in return for giving them a land. This pack looks like a pretty easy Unholy Heat. Yeah, it's just like a good little 1 mana, 2 damage. Yeah, I'm trying to upload all my cube drafts that are worth uploading from the last run around because I think Cube will be resuming, the Power Cube will be resuming in early 2026. I think the first or second week of January. So I'd like to get all my drafts uploaded that I think are worth uploading before that time, just in case there's any card changes, cards added or taken out of the pool. Detective's Phoenix, I really like this card a lot. And in this cube, I don't think other people take it as highly as me because there's so many good 3-drops. But I just think haste is so important, and especially the secondary ability on that card, where you can collect evidence for 6 and pay 1 mana, and then give something else 2/2 flying and potentially haste. I know that's definitely won me a game or two in past drafts. I think it might in this draft as well. It's just very, very strong, I think. Yeah, I've been playing Arena for a few years now, and I normally only play the cube drafts, really. I'm not too big on drafting on the sets, but this Power Cube is by far and away the most fun I've had on Arena. The cube drafts are really fun as well, but these Power Cubes are just, I mean, there's so many different archetypes and so many different powerful decks you can build. I mean, just looking at this pack 10, there's a Jetmir's Garden, Kumano, Bobble, Gideon, I mean, and an Opal. Like, there's just so many good cards in this cube. You really can do whatever you want to do. Not to say each archetype has the same win rate as the other ones, but I mean, if you just draft a good deck of whatever archetype you want, chances are you'll win some games. Um, Stars Commando, I think I pick it here. I'm not a big fan of it though, to be honest. I don't really show it a lot of love. Although there are some really effective artifacts and enchantments in here. Um, yeah, I didn't even pick it. It auto-picked Harvester of Misery just because I don't know why. But but yeah, as far as 2-drops go, there's just far stronger 2-drops. Like Felia is in here, very, very strong 2-drop. Um, and even some of the 1-drops are a little bit stronger, like Ocelot Pride and Ragavan and Guide of Souls. Pick 2, pack 1, or pack 2, pick 1. Nothing's really screaming our name. I really like that Overlord, but mostly because we have Felia already, and it's really synergistic to play Felia with Flash on their end step and then bounce that Overlord. But Glorybringer's strong too. I mean, no shame with that at all. Here, Aaron Mesa's looking like the pick, especially because we got the Surveil land. That Sage of the Skies, I have not had a lot of luck with it. It's kind of like Cosmo Grand Zenith, where it rewards you if it's the second spell cast this turn. But I just haven't had a lot of luck with it, so I don't really show it a lot of love. Considering I also passed that bobble. But I mean, arguably, maybe I forget what I picked over the Cosmo Grand Zenith, but there is kind of a world where I pick that, prioritize it a little bit. Here, three really good cards, two cards I really like. Balance is, I think, one of the best cards in the entire cube, most notably if you're drafting artifacts. If you're drafting artifacts and you have balance, you can play it at like any stage in the game and you win the game, almost, assuming it doesn't get countered. Esper Sentinel is a really, really good hit, but I love, love, love Mana Tithe. People do not respect the one open planes. Um, you can very easily counter Time Walks or Atraxas or Flashes. People just do not respect the one open white mana, and they get punished. Yeah, I picked that over an Esper Sentinel, so I value it pretty highly. Seething Song really only helps us with Glorybringer, and we don't want that. That's just a good piece of removal. Exile removal notably as well. Okay, seeing a show and tell coming around. Sacred Foundry would be really good, but Fury is just such a good card. Especially we do kind of have a decent red card count in our deck, so that would enable us to evoke it pretty easily. But just a strong card, even for 5 mana. I mean, a very strong card for a free card with ditching a card, but still a very strong card for 5 mana. Inti or the fixing, I think it should be just not even close Inti, but let's see if we pick that or the fixing. I think Inti is another very, very strong card in this draft, especially if you have a really low curve, because you want to be able to cast what you exile. And it can give you such an advantage, especially if you're on the play. If they don't have a kill spell for it, it just gets out of control so fast. Just really hard to stop. Here, only that one red card we're looking at, Fire Blast. I don't think I've shown that card a lot of love this draft, or this whole cube. I don't think I showed that card like any love at all. Wow, we see a pick 8 potential Lion's Eye Diamond and Brain Freeze. So people are not wanting to play Shenanigans, notably. Nobody really wants to combo it out. I should take Temple Garden just in the case I splash green, i.e. the case we open Minsk and Boo in pack 3, so that's an incorrect pick there for me. There's no reason I should have picked that over Temple Garden, because there's a much higher chance I'll play Temple Garden over that. Like, there's 0% chance I play Lion's Eye Diamond, but there's a very, very small percent chance I play Temple Garden. And here, I should pick that as well, just in the case we splash green. But yeah, just a little mistake on my end. And yeah, someone's definitely picking our colors, but once again, if I would have picked that Temple Garden and this Taiga, which I probably should, I would have a very easy time on the green splash. And I think I picked that just because I have Lingering Souls and its flashback does cost black mana. And I also don't know why I value Lingering Souls so high. I draft it very highly, and I really don't think it's that good of a card. I just really like that card. So yeah, so really low curve here. Wow, this is a really, really good pack. Force of Will, Ragavan, Wheel of Fortune, Atraxa, Mox Emerald. Um, I really should pick the Mox here. When you see a Mox, you have to pick it. Although it's not on color. Um, yeah, although it's not an on color Mox, you kind of have to pick it. But I went with the Ragavan. Yeah, that's kind of surprising. I won't make the same mistake twice. Screaming Nemesis, one of the really, really good 3-drop creatures. But Mox Jet, I mean, I'm really surprised at myself for not taking that Mox. I could have had 2 Moxes and a Mana Crypt. And that is just gas. Like, that is. Although our curve really isn't that high, it still helps us close out the game really fast. Um, This one's a little bit of a debate. I definitely think it should be Guide of Souls, seeing as we have Ocelot Pride. Um, but Luminarch on the wheel would be fantastic. Any of the red cards on the wheel would really be fantastic, truth be told. Season Pyro, another really good 3-drop, but this Elspeth can just win games on its own. And I already do have a couple of token synergies, so I think this Elspeth is definitely the pick. Yeah, not much in this pack we want otherwise besides Season Pyro. I mean, don't think we're gonna be splashing green for Pyrogoyf. Don't think. I mean, otherwise we're just all in on Boros. Here, I like Pyrokinesis a lot. Although we do have Fury. Showdown of the Scolds. I think I like that pick because we do have a pretty low curve, so we can kind of just maybe like dump our hand out and then play Showdown, kind of refuel for next turn. I either think it's Showdown or Pyrokinesis. Ephemerate, don't really think it would do a lot of good stuff in my deck. There's no real good ETBs that I'm seeing other than Fury. And man, a pick 6 Tameo, that is like unheard of. That's a very good card. Very, very good card to go around. So blue looks like it's open a bit. Looking at Hellrider, I don't have a lot of 4-drops, but Blade Splicer, it synergizes very well with Felia. Blade Splicer is a card that would also work well with Ephemerate. Man, Sneak Attack, Steam Vents, there's just some good cards going around. Yeah, nobody wants to play the jank. Everyone's going for a nice, honest deck. Here, a couple really good hits. Overlord, Displacer, but Core Steel Cutter is just looking like really, really spicy. Our curve is so low. I'm kind of wishing we took Cosmo Grand Zenith at this point in time, but it's hard to tell the future. But Core Steel Cutter is going to be very effective in our deck. And yeah, I mean, just seeing Wheel of Fortune and Atraxa Wheel is kind of insane. Nobody picked those. I mean, I didn't pick them either, so I really can't be hating on other people for not picking them, but I don't know, I got some of the really good red-white cards. Like a couple of ones I didn't get, like I did not get Broadside Bombardier. That's a really good card that I wish I got. I did not get Lelia. That's a really good one I wish I got. So I mean there are a couple that I didn't get, but I feel like I got a couple of the best ones within Inti, Ragavan, Gut, Corey Steelcutter. I guess if I kind of wish I would have gotten Lightning Bolt as well, but someone else is just drafting red, and that's okay. I still think our deck is looking really good. Flicker Whisk, I don't know why that's in the main deck. Like, there's no chance I'm going to play that card. I do not show that card any love at all. Alright, now it's time to make some cuts, build the deck. So when I'm building these decks, when I do have Moxes or um, zero drop mana, I do cut a couple of lands because those cards are basically lands anyway. So I should be cutting a couple of lands. As far as what else I should cut, I don't think Phyrexian Metamorph should be in there. I know Flicker Wisp just doesn't belong. The lizard, the one drop lizard doesn't belong. What else doesn't belong in here? Yeah, let's see. You gotta make a couple of cuts. Flicker Wisp definitely should be getting out of there. And then the one guy within Web. Or no, Lingering Souls probably should be getting out of there. I'm not playing any black mana, so yeah. I think this deck's looking really good. The curve is looking really good as well. Pretty low. But let's see, I mean, when you got a Mox and a Mana Crypt, if you're on the play, you just got a good chance of winning regardless what's in the deck, kinda. I mean, not entirely, but okay, and this game, it's a good starting hand. So this game took a really long time. So I'm playing at, I think, like 3 or 4 times speed. You can still see what I'm doing. If you need to, slow the video down if you want to watch it all the way through. But I don't know. I don't really think you need to. Um, it's a very hard fought game, but this guy just ends up doing Teferi shenanigans and Displacer Kitten shenanigans and just ends up beating me. Um, yeah, I don't know. He just ends up just bouncing his stuff, drawing a card, bouncing it, bouncing a free thing, drawing a card, playing the zero drop he bounced to enable Displacer Kitten, I mean, it's just all sorts of shenanigans. Yeah, knowing what I know now, I would just immediately try to deal with Teferi, but I think it might be too late. No, Coveted Jewel, yeah, it's already looking a bit too spooky. There we go, Displace Your Kitten. Yep. So he essentially has infinite mana now, um, with Coveted Jewel and Displace Your Kitten and Teferi. Yeah, and this guy, I mean, he's just like taking forever for his in-game actions. Um, Also, in part, why I sped it up a bit. I don't mind, playing through a losing game. Like, I'm not fast forwarding it just because I lost. I'm fast forwarding because it takes so freaking long. Um, I believe there's another loss in here. I almost thought about just cutting this game completely. Just kind of giving like a verbal explanation on why I did it. Um, but I mean, it just, I don't know. Maybe I should have. If you guys want to comment and see what you think, would you rather I just cut this or just kind of you can just watch him do a bunch of shenanigans at 4 times speed while I'm doing nothing? Yeah, I mean, it looks like I have a fighting chance. Then we just kind of looking at all that. Yeah, I mean, now it's like most assuredly game over. I should have hit the concede button turns ago. Yeah, I should have hit the concede button turns ago. Yeah, I mean, he's just doing whatever he wants, honestly. Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I don't know why I'm not conceding. So I don't know why I'm. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that one stung a bit for me. Alright, now we're back to real time. So I know it's a really good deck, but just not a good first match showing. Um, Definitely should be changing. Next game should go a lot more smoother and not last 20 minutes real life time. Like, this hand's just so crazy good if I had white mana. And I'm getting risky. Just praying to the heavens I get some white mana. Or a red card, I guess. There we go. It's a good draw. see, I'm holding up Felia and Mana Tithe. So if he plays something scary enough, I'll Mana Tithe it. Otherwise, I got Felia. Now, if I did want to play my Mana Crypt here, I could just jam Fury, which I do like. But I might be playing it a little more passive. I might just hold back Felia and maybe try to blink something next turn. So yeah, I definitely think I should play out Felia and then next turn Flicker Fury so I can kill both their creatures. But let's see what I end up doing. Alright, looks like I'm going the modest route. Maybe I don't want to play Mana Crypt because my curve is kind of low, or my health total is kind of low. I don't have like a really good. I mean, I got an okay board presence right now, but it's not gonna be lethal in a couple turns. But that is definitely subject to change, knowing what's in my hand. Yeah, I definitely think I should have played that differently though. Getting Fury down on board is just very strong. And Ocelot Pride has lifelink, which is notably pretty good. And here I can do some fun things with Elspeth. If I just get an untapped plains. With Ocelot Pride and Elspeth, they synergize very, very well together. Um, Elspeth, you double your tokens. And Ocelot Pride, I forget exactly what the ability does, but I mean, just look at that. Now I have 6 of each token. Um, yeah, they just synergize really well together. I think Ocelot Pride, if you gained life this turn, you create a 1/1 cat token and then create a token of each token you've created this turn. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's what it is. But yeah, I mean, this is just game. But yeah, Ocelot Pride, very, very, very high prioritized pick for me. That's just a little illustration why. Yeah, all throughout this draft, I don't know if you watch any of my other YouTube videos, a lot of them are going to be red white. They're either going to be Boros or Naya. And I just knew from the metadata that Boros had the highest win rate for the cube. Um, so I think I mostly tried to draft Boros just because I know in terms of win rate it was the safest. But I did have a lot of fun playing with like artifacts, and if I got a really good Esper control or Demir control, I had one draft. I uploaded it. I think it might have been my most recent video where it was like sneak attack flash shenanigans. But this entire cube, I didn't do any reanimator and I did not do any storm, which is kind of sad because storm does look really fun, but it also looks really complicated. Like I don't, you can probably tell from watching my videos, I'm not the best Magic player ever to walk the face of the earth, so I don't know how well I would operate in a storm-based deck. I think I'd get confused and misclick very easily. But onto this game, we're just hoping he does not kill Ragavan, because that'll be supreme advantage if not. Or like he plays like a little jump blocker that we could kill with Unholy Heat. Yes, because if Ragavan connects, that's nice. Looks like Ragavan's going to connect. Unless he has Snuff out. Nice. And it looks like here we can just, we are holding up Unholy Heat, but we also can grab that Surveil land at the end of his turn, which is going to be pretty nice. He's going to do that now. I mean, we have 3 lands in hand, so I do like the idea of not throwing away a non-land card on the Surveil. Yeah, I think we should play this, attack with both, and then Unholy Heat, Sentinel. We got our value off Ragavan. We're not going to hold him back in hopes. And we probably won't always have the luxury of being able to kill Sentinel. That card can get pretty big pretty fast, and I think we have like the one exile spell and then the Elspeth minus in terms of killing big stuff. And he's gonna Mystical Tutor, so that's just spooky. It's no fun for anybody. Channel, definitely no fun, but I have already done some damage to him. So if he does channel, he is putting his health low against a red deck. And that can literally and figuratively burn him to death. So I think he knows it's lost. If he channels for really big here, we're just going to Fire Blast and sacrifice 2 mountains and kill him. And he's got to channel something like that has flying as well. And I don't think there's any big colorless cards that have flying that could protect him. But yeah, we'll see what he's got. He does have 1 black open as well. Okay. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, this is better. I would have needed to top deck a land. Alternatively, I would have just exiled him with Winds of Abandonment, because he might have been able to crew for 1 mana. He might have been able to give it haste with Swiftfoot Boots. So that was a really, really big saving my bacon there with Wildfire. Alright, Beverino. I think this is a good hand. Turn 1, I can Arid Mesa and either fetch an untapped or fetch my Surveil, depending on if I need to Mana Tithe. And it's always good to play when you can have options on what you can do in terms of being reactive to the opponent's plays. It's good to have multiple options. Although most commonly some options are better than others, but it's still good to be able to have multiple courses of action. I should bottom this, yeah. I think I should just play it instead of dash, but it looks like I opted for the dash. It would have been nice to play it and then maybe Mana Tithe any removal or counters. because I'm going into 2 open blue mana. Okay, he let me get it. Also, in this cube draft, it's really important to note that like cards like Ragavan, Robber of the Rich, and then the one Ninja that allows you being able to cast cards off the opponent's library is really good in this cube because there's power in this cube. I mean, there's Moxes, there's 0 drops, there's Time Walks. So even if you don't have mana up, there is a small chance that you'll be able to cast a really good card. And that'll just put you so far ahead of your opponent. And our opponent, once again, just doing nothing. Once again, I think I should play Ragavan instead of dash it. But let's see what I do. Okay, Detective Phoenix, looking for some good damage. Okay, nice to see it resolve. Getting the damage down, I like it. Still holding up the 1 mana for anything with like maybe Unholy Heat or Mana Tithe. Okay, let's see what he does here. And this is going to be a 4 damage swing if it resolves. And our opponent's just doing nothing. That's the one thing with control, is you really have to analyze what's a threat versus not a threat. And sometimes that assessment can be hard. Yeah, so I'm not gonna get the treasure. I think I probably should have played out Ragavan there. I would be willing to burn the treasure on Unholy Heat, and I'd still be able to have the 1 mana up for Mana Tithe. Okay, yeah, that works. That's a good card. Really good in his control-y style deck. He's mostly casting non-creature spells. I'm sure most of his deck consists of non-creature spells. I think we're definitely going to be able to kill it as well. Yeah, I think it's a safe play to go with Winds of Abandonment over Fury. Because if he has a counter, it's probably a 2 mana counter spell, and I mean, I still could burn the treasure on Mana Tithe. I mean, I don't know. I guess it probably would have been better to play Fury, because I am giving him a land out of this as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think I probably should have Furied, because that builds the board as well. Yeah, I think I should also just keep on dashing in Ragavan. Um, Yeah, it's gonna be four damage each turn cycle, and that's gonna grow. Once I play Fury, like Gitaxian Probe, I should pay the 2 life. It's not letting me play it though for whatever odd reason. Don't know why that happened, but that's fine. And looking here, I don't want to speak out of turn, but it looks like well, I don't know. With control, you do not want to go into late game, and we are late game. It's turn 6. Boros aggro. Technically, you want the game to be over by now. Um, okay, yeah, it's a good move to kill that in response because it does have an activated ability from my graveyard, so exiling it can burn me. Um, and also, he just doesn't get that token, and that just fizzles. Alright, so with Detective's Phoenix ability, it's gonna be lethal on board, so he needs an answer here, and he needs it fast. Because, yeah, we're gonna be swinging with the 5/5 double strike flying haste. Yeah, and that's a good game. Yeah, like that's why I like Detective's Phoenix a lot, because it applies pressure on board the turn it comes out, and then it also has some good utility once it's in the graveyard. Um, like I said, I think I draft that card a little bit higher value than most other drafters, because I don't see it too oftenly when I'm playing against red. But I think it really does work. Definitely helped me win that game a lot faster than if I had not have had it. Okay, looking like a very, very good hand. Even on the draw, on the play, it would be a really good hand, but on the draw, it's still a really good hand. Yeah, I think that's the right move leading out on Plains instead of Elegant Parlor, because now I'm able to Mana Tithe, which is going to help me a lot. I mean, I should just Guide of Souls and then Elegant Parlor and not even show them that I have the Mox. Um, I like to hold positive mana until I need to use it. I just don't think there's any advantage in showing your opponent that you have it available. Yeah, now we're just gonna try and go off with Gut. Yeah, Gut is a card. I think it's a top 3 red card in the entire cube. I'd say it's probably Gut, Broadside, Bombardiers, and then maybe Fury or Pyroglyph. Um, Pyroglyph is just really strong. Like that's it's a really really strong card. And you can just play a 6/7 and then hit 6 right to their face. Yeah, and I'm just going all out here. It's kind of crazy. Turn 3, I'm swinging this hard. Like turn 3, I'm swinging him for just a ton of damage. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, they don't have any answers, so. Yeah, they would have been dead on turn 4. That's a good thing about Boros aggro. You can win games by turn 4. If you're playing control or artifacts, the games are a lot more grindy, um, and therefore take a lot longer to win the game. Because there's some control decks where you don't really have a win con other than your opponent just getting bored, um, and just having everything countered. Um, Also, a good thing about playing aggressive decks in this cube is that there are fetches in the cube, and that enables you to win faster. Um, you're just able to win faster, um, because they're already damaging themselves. And there's cards like Dismember and Gataxian Probe, which you can choose to pay life instead of paying mana. So that really is a good benefit as well. Yeah, it looks like I'm just going for the damage here. Alternatively, I was thinking about holding Felia and then bouncing Blade Splicer next turn. That would have been my other course of action had I not done that. Enduring Innocence, that's a good card. No doubt about it. It's a good card. Yeah, they're playing a pretty low to the ground white deck as well. But that's a card I just don't like to see. If I'm playing against it, I just do not like to see that card at all. It's a very strong card. And this is why. It's given +1/+1 counter to all their creatures. So this game is kind of going out of my control. Looks like I'm no longer in the driver's seat this game. And here I definitely got some options on what I want to do. I should just swing in the air. I don't think I should swing with Felia, because I'm effectively just trading. I also don't think I should do that. So I'm just effectively trading Felia and Kythios, which, I don't know, it could be a good trade considering Kytheon or Kythios is going to flip next turn. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think I want less creatures on his board, although it didn't enable the card draw me doing that. I still think it's a fair kind of move, a fair exchange. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be discarding Felia to my attack trigger next turn. Discarding Mana Crypt. Because I am at 14, and his board is a little bit more promising than mine. So, but yeah, this guy's deck it's looking good. He's got a nice good deck as well. Yeah, I don't show Enduring Innocence a lot of love at all. That card's just a little bit too slow for my liking, and it's a 3-drop, and I just don't think it's nearly as strong as any of the other 3 drops. And here I can triple block, but if he has removal, I'm going to get cooked. I mean, I'm just going to be cooked if he has removal. I mean, that's a 3-for-1 right there. And he's hovering over Inti, which I don't like to see. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think I definitely should attack with the Phoenix. I think I gotta try to get his health down. Best possible top deck. Here it's looking like maybe Winds of Abandonment to exile Enduring Innocence. If he plays a couple small things, Fury would be good. But Lion Sash is also going to grow pretty big as well. He probably should equip it to the life linker, and then it'll be like game over. Because if he's gaining 7 life every turn, I think I almost see the writing on the wall here. I think I'm getting pretty close to concession. Yeah, and that should be concession on my end. Yeah, he just he had a good deck. He went first. Aggro decks you really like to be going first. But even if I went first, there's a chance I don't win that game. I'm not going to say I won it if I went first. Going first doesn't enable a win, but it definitely improves your chances on winning a lot. So here we're at 4 wins, 2 losses. So I've got to win these next 3. I think 5 wins is where you are net positive on your investment to where you get more gems back than when you put in. So I like to try to get to 5 each draft. Definitely does not always happen, but I'm very happy when it does. Opponent goes first. Seeing that a lot, unfortunately. But they did mulligan, so we do like that a lot. And we do not like to see that. Mox, but the good thing about that is now he only has 4 cards in hand, so by playing that Mox, he, although he does have more of a mana advantage, I have the card advantage all day. I really should just lightning bolt this, or chain lightning this, because that'll give him a good advantage to discard some lands. Okay, I think I'm offering the trade, and with the treasure I might use chain lightning. There is a world where I play Mana Crypt and then play Death Greeter Champion out of exile, but I don't think that's quite what I want to do. I think I just want to get rid of his threat on board. That's a good threat. Really good top deck. Really good top deck. Now if he wants to attack, he has to sacrifice an artifact or creature, and now he just doesn't have anything to sacrifice, so... And once again, gonna offer a trade. See if he takes it. And now it's looking really spooky for him. He is fighting the uphill battle now, officially. He's got 1 card in claw, I got 3 cards. Yeah, I mean, he was just a little too far down. He ran out of gas really quick. Even had we not blown up that Mox, still like our chances. Alright, 2 more wins. Good quick game right there. That's what we like to see. Yeah, that's why drafting Boros, I mean, the games just go so much faster. It's not even comparable. Alright, like this one a lot. I should play out. I think I should have led on Forest Mox Jet so that I could flash out Felia. I think I'm valuing the Surveil just a little bit too high. Because being able to flip Blade Splicer on turn 2 is just so scary for the opponent. So I think that's a little bit of a misplay on my end. Land to the bottom. So now instead we're just gonna, I don't know if we're gonna Chain Lightning and then hold up okay, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, yeah, that's good for us. That's why I like Felia a lot. Like, Felia and cards with ETBs are so freaking strong. Yeah, still don't quite know if I should have played Detective's Phoenix before attacks so I could get 2 more damage in the air. I mean, a slight blunder from me, but it's fine. That happens. And I don't know why I'm holding back. Like, I really don't know why I didn't play Detective's Phoenix. I still could have held up Mana Tithe. Like, I could have played Showdown of the Skulls. Like, I just didn't do anything. Alright, that's a good card. That card can be pretty scary, honestly. Yeah, and he's seen enough. I don't blame him. Yeah, that was a pretty bad misplay there for me. There's no reason I should not have played Detective's Phoenix. Because I mean, if he would have hit like a 6 and killed a couple of my things, like a 6 and then a 5 and a 5, like I would have lost that game. And obviously, it's a goal to win games, not lose them. Alright, last match. Looks like we got a pretty good hand. This guy's got the Dauntless Drafter title, so he knows what he's doing. Yeah, this guy knows what he's doing, so it should be a good game. Okay, nice. Get my Surveil land. And then play Corey Steelcutter and Mox Jet. Try to apply the pressure. It's a good card. Yep, and the next turn we are going to gut. Sacking our Mox Jet. Putting damage on our opponent. Okay, he missed the land drop. Sorry, don't like to see that, opponent. Yeah, I mean, he's got to do something. Okay, that's what he was doing. Not a bad play from the opponent. At all. I still think we played everything correct there, though. So he's got balance and upheaval in that deck. Should mean that he's playing artifacts, but it does not. Knowing that he might be playing artifacts, I don't think I should have played that quite yet. But you win the game by taking the opponent down. Yeah, I shouldn't have played that because I could have blown that up with Lauren. But thankfully I can copy it with Phyrexian Metamorph. And I should pay the 2 life here because I have to because I don't have any islands. And then Unholy Heat, one of his kitties. And he really should crew up in response to this. He should crew the Chariot up in response so that he can block this turn. But I don't know why he doesn't, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, a small mistake from the opponent. Okay, let's see, he might be able to go off here. He's got a bunch of cheap artifacts. No, just that one. And he can't even block. Honestly, I should just eat this because he's lethal on board. Yeah. Or, I'm sorry, he's not lethal. I miscalculated. It's fine, though. Can put him at 1. There we go. Now he would be lethal. Awesome. Maybe. I'm not sure. My math kind of sucks. But, good run. Very good run. Nice 7-win deck. Yep, that should be the last upload until the new cube. But I appreciate anybody who watched, especially till the end. And, appreciate you guys just watching it. Hope you enjoyed the watch. Have a good day. Thank you.